The most amazing thing has happened. Hello there. Welcome or welcome back. My name is Julie. This is my journal. I just got out of the shower. It was wonderful. I can walk. Now, I've been able to walk for some time, but it has been with difficulty and every day ending in pain, or midday being in so much pain that I had to take tramadol and do icing and elevation. And we are approaching the 1 year mark from surgery. That was LISFRANC foot reconstructive surgery with the part of the left side of my foot necrotic. Woo! We are approaching 1 year on November 1st, 2023. And I was getting to the point, quite honestly, where I thought it was never going to end. We were getting so close to the 1 year mark, and I had been told, 12 months for full recovery. And keep in mind, with surgery, full recovery, the goal generally is like 85%. So 100% recovery is actually 85% recovery. Does that make sense? Anyway, I was losing hope. I was getting very depressed, very anxious. I had this long conversation with my husband about it, and we talked about this injury that he had where, sorry, I gotta get more comfortable here. This injury that he had, I don't remember which one. Was it his foot or his wrist? I don't know, but or was it his knee? I don't know. Like me, he's had lots of injuries, drama, we're meant to be. And he was talking about the pain, the daily pain, the regular pain, and how one day, all of a sudden, he just realized, hey, I'm not in pain right now, or I'm not in pain today, or whatever. And it was just like this all of a sudden thing where he just realized the pain was gone. Something was different, and it was the absence of pain. And I had a similar thing happen 4 or 5 days ago, is when I recognized that something was different, something was weird. And what it was that, I didn't have to take any Tylenol. And I've been gardening and I've been doing chores. I didn't need tramadol, and I've been busy all day today. I rest regularly. I'll sit down and I'll put my feet up and whatever. And as a YouTuber, I have to edit daily, so I have plenty of opportunities to sit down and rest. But I was noticing on my watch, my Polar watch that I found in the dumpsters, I was noticing, because it keeps track of your activity, and I was noticing, oh my God, the percentage of the daily goal, I don't remember what the daily goal is, probably like 3 miles or something like that. But anyway, the percentage kept going up. And I was like, oh my God, this is happening. It's actually happening. Dr. Stoddard was right. It's almost like he knew what the hell he was doing. That's the fantastic surgeon who saved my foot. If you watch this, Dr. Stoddard, no, I'm just going to text him. I'll just text you and let you know, oh my God, it's happening. Now, I'm not saying that, there's no pain at all, nothing. No, if I twist wrong, if I step wrong, especially if I'm not wearing my sneakers, tennis shoes, then it reminds me that it will never be the foot that it was before. Like, it will let me know. Hello. And that's okay, because I do need to be cautious. I do need to be careful. I was enjoying a brief bit of hubris. I was getting way overconfident and was wearing my flip-flops for like 3 days. And the soles of my feet were really starting to hurt. My ankles were like, hello. And I had a couple of close calls. And so I pulled my head out yesterday and was like, no, okay, flip-flops are for the beach, okay? Or for like first thing 0 in the morning when you need to take the kids to school and you woke up late. Okay, fine, wear your flip-flops. But if you're going to be busy, if you're going to be doing stuff, you need to put on your sneaks and be smart. So I'm doing that. I'm being smart and being prudent about my situation. But the percentage on my Polar watch just keeps going up. My goal today is 40%. Yesterday, I made it to like 38%. So it's really not a big stretch, especially with what I have planned for today. It is not a big stretch to make it to 40% today. And I feel like that's a reasonable, realistic goal based on what I've been doing. And I didn't even have a goal. It was just, I started noticing that it was going up. And I'm like, oh, wow, let's set a goal. So I did. And so, yeah, today's goal is 40%. And I absolutely see that happening, especially by putting on my sneaks and, going down the list of the stuff that I want to get done today. And of course, taking my rest breaks and all of that. And then as far as like the bottoms of my feet, so part of it was the lack of support and the lack of cushion from wearing flip-flops, but it's also just the extra weight. It is. I know it is. That's a big part of it because as the other parts of my feet have recovered from the injury and all of that and gotten stronger, the majority of the discomfort that I feel is the soles of my feet. And I really feel like it's just a matter of getting the weight off. And this has been, you guys know I have a long history of an eating disorder, started at age 16, though mentally it started at like 3 or 4 years old. I've talked about that in the past. And that has been one of the hardest parts. I was going to say, is there something that's been more difficult? Yeah, but just the weight gain from the inactivity, the depression, depression eating, all of that has been psychologically, mentally, emotionally, probably the hardest part of this journey. God, because as many of you know, the day before the accident happened, which was 1.5 years ago, God, that time went by so fast. The days took forever, but the months went by like nothing. Anyway, the day before the accident happened, we went hiking. My first hike in ages. Yeah. Because at that point, I was, what was I recovering from at that time? God help me. I was, seems like for the last 20 years, I've been on and off recovering from something. But anyway, we had went hiking. And it was amazing. And then the next day, the accident happened. Yeah. So I was already incredibly overweight to begin with because I was just barely starting to get active again. And then this shit happened. And I told myself, this is not one of those wah-wah journals. This is a journal of celebration and happiness and gratitude. So these are happy. If tears happen, they're happy tears, okay? Oh, but also of frustration because of where we're at this point. I don't want to dwell too much, definitely not in this journal, on numbers and weight gain and weight loss and all of that. What I will acknowledge is that I have lost and kept off 6 pounds. I know that's not loads and loads, but I'm calling it a success. I'm grateful for it. 6 pounds from the heaviest that I ended up during this recovery. The injury, the 6 months of walking around on a broken foot, and then the now, 10 months since surgery? 10 months? November 1st, October, whatever, just over 10 months since surgery. So, yeah, we're down 6 pounds from the heaviest, which, all right, fine, let's just address it. I think we ended up about 33 pounds gained in that time. I know, it's a lot. You don't need to tell me that in the comments, okay? I know it's a lot. I'm the one that lives in this body. Not to mention the fact that I have arthritis and all kinds of structural issues. And so it's been a journey, okay? It's been hell. It's been hell. but I feel like we're starting to come out of it because I'm not having to take all those pain meds. Even the Tylenol on the regular. I was having to when I was wearing the flip-flops, but it was because I had no support, and it was mainly the bottoms of my feet, the soles of my feet, and really that's down to the extra weight, in my opinion. I mean, if Dr. Stoddard thinks something different, and I'll ask for his opinion, but I really think that's a big part of it, So anyway, wearing the sneaks definitely makes a difference that way. And then occasionally, I'll have to take Tylenol, and that is what that is. But it is amazing the difference in just the last couple of weeks. It's amazing. It is amazing. So we're down 6 pounds that we've been able to, and that's just with starting to do chores again. Starting to do projects again, prepping for the Halloween yard display, getting out into my gardens again. No lifestyle changes other than that, just moving around again. And that's amazing to me. Like, just living again. And a big thing that shows me is, so the weight gain itself, obviously, a big part of it was the depression eating and whatever, and I think both Dr. Stoddard, the surgeon, and my physical therapist had both told me, I'm almost certain they both mentioned that with movement, there would come change in regards to the weight. And it's true, because the movement itself, you're burning more calories, et cetera, et cetera. I don't want to get too much into that. Again, I'm trying to avoid ED triggers, eating disorder triggers, and just focus on just getting around again, continuing to do what I'm doing. But the movement, it also not just affects you calorically, but mentally and emotionally. Getting up, going outside, whether it's for a walk or just sitting on the porch eating a mango like I did yesterday morning. It was amazing. I wasn't even on the porch that time. I was out in the driveway. Anyway, sitting there because Kitty had taken my chair on the porch. So, but just sitting there in a glorious fall morning, eating a mango, just getting outside. And then also getting up and around and being able to do chores again, feeling like a good, productive YouTubing housewife, feeling like I'm doing my share again, feeling useful. It changes things up here. Just the ability to move around and just do shit again, like that changes things. And so you're less inclined, or myself at least, and this is my journal, my experience, so it may not be the same for everyone, but for me, getting up and moving around again, getting outside, socializing a little here and there. We'll talk in probably my next journal about the anxiety, the PTSD diagnosed, but the anxiety of socializing after being down for so long. It's a weird thing. But just getting around and moving again and feeling capable again, and even occasionally dumpster diving again and picking up freebies, but especially the crafting and gardening and chores have affected me so much mentally and emotionally, to the point that the binging and the just, eating shit, not eating shit, well, anyway, not eating well, I just don't have that same desire, at least not as often, Yeah. So it's not just my foot that's recovering, it's my whole fucking body. And it's, God, it has been so hard. Whew, that came out of somewhere. You guys are such a great sounding board, such great therapy. Don't you love my curtains? I know I still need to do a full room tour of our bedroom makeover, but we have like one big project that I want to finish, and then we're moving a couple things around, changing them up from what I originally did. So Sorry, bear with me on that. But anyway, I just thought it would never end. I thought it would never fucking end. Yeah. So something we have coming up, my sister and I, you guys know my sister, my best friend, and my partner in all things fabulous, we are going to Disneyland at Christmas time, just her and I this time. And oh God, I'm so excited. So excited. I have a fabulous Christmas Mickey Mouse shirt that we found in the dumpsters. And then her and I are going to get matching shirts, of course. And we're going to wear Christmas light ups that I found in the dumpsters. And, you know, we're going to do fabulous things, wonderful things. It's going to be amazing. And as you know, last time I went to Disney with the whole family, I had to use the scooter the whole time. So we're looking at, let's see, we're mid-September now. So we've got all of November, all of October, half of December, half of September. Is it entirely unreasonable, I wonder, given that the average walking you do at Disneyland, it's not like Disney World, okay? It's still a lot, but not as bad as Disney World. But you're averaging like 6 to 12 miles a day of walking at Disneyland. So I wonder if it's entirely unreasonable at this point to say, you know what? I don't want to have to use the scooter. I'll have my cane. I've always had to have my cane. 3-4 years ago, I was having to use my cane. I have arthritis. I have a lot of problems. But anyway, so I'll have my cane and some tramadol just to be safe. But what if I don't want to set it like, sorry, I'm going to kneel down right here. I don't want to set it like, sorry if I'm giving you guys motion sickness, but I don't want to set it as 100% a goal set in stone, because I find, sorry, I haven't brushed my hair yet. Forgive me, guys. Someday I'll dress up for you again. But that sounds weird, doesn't it? I'll dress up for you again, baby. Shit. You're here in my bedroom. You know, you guys have come in the shower with me. We have a relationship. Anyway, would it be entirely unreasonable? I don't think so. I really don't think so. Especially, like I said, I'll have my cane, I'll have my tramadol, and worst case scenario, I rent the scooter and use it for like the long distance parts and then park it, which had been my goal for the family trip, but I was nowhere near ready. But yeah, have it to like hold our stuff that we're not worried about getting stolen, things that, don't matter. And just have it for like the long distances, like from the hotel and back to the hotel at the end of the night. Because damn, your Disney feet at the end of the night, Jesus. Or, just the long distances going back and forth, maybe. But for the majority, to not have it, the goal, like I said, not set in stone, but the real goal is to just not use a scooter at all. Saves on a cost, which is nice. And it would just be really fucking awesome to not have to use it. God, that would be so awesome. But bare minimum, to only use it for like the long distances. So what did I say? October, November, so like 3 months. What the hell? Let's shoot for it. Frugal friends. Do I call you that on here? I don't think I do. Maybe I do. Whatever. Anyway, I'm the frugal mama on here too. So sorry, you still frugal friends even here. Let's do it. Why not? Yeah, why not? Did you notice? I don't know if you guys noticed, but I've definitely noticed I'm starting to get hooded here. Holy God, it's happening. They're starting to droop. Yeah, it sucks. What are your guys' thoughts on like eye lifts and Botox and shit like that? I've been relatively lucky. Sorry, this is a tangent, but it's something that I've been thinking about and dealing with lately, aging, mortality, etc. And I've been really quite lucky at 42 to only just now be really starting to deal with this droopage and, you know, significant crow's feet and whatnot. I've been very lucky genetically. The forehead and the neck have been going for a while, though I do think that a lot of this is excess fat. I really think so. And so a lot of this, like the veins showing or whatever that is, that's age. But a lot of this, that's fat. And so by losing, don't you wish I could take it and just put it in here to plump things back up? But anyway, this I think will ease up significantly in the next little bit, just getting active again, losing that. But this, that's age, which I'm so grateful to be able to be aging. That is a privilege denied to many, but I kind of want to, you know, just pick that back up just a little. Because, yeah, this right here, those are recent. I know, it's not a attitude. I am grateful to be aging. I am very grateful for it, but I am still human, somewhat vain. With a broken down, burning circus of a body like mine, there are some things that I have held on to, like with my fingertips. And that is the fact that I only have 3 gray hairs. 3 gray hairs. I still don't have to dye my hair. And I hold on to that, what little hair I have left. And then the not lots of wrinkles. They're all I have. The rest of me is a disaster that has had to be glued and taped back together. Let me have these couple of things. Whatever. I'm honest at least. At least I'm honest, you know? And there's not much of that left in the world. There's really not. This has been my journal. Thank you for bearing with me on it, during it, with me. The other thing is the melasma, and that's my own damn fault. That's from so much tanning outside and tanning beds in my younger days. God damn, Julie, what were you doing? What were you doing? And paying money to do it to yourself. Fuck. Stay away from tanning and tanning beds. I think a lot of us have gotten away from that now. I think the general thing now is like people do the spray tans, and I just don't see tanning beds being as much of a thing. Am I wrong? I don't know. But I don't see those being as much of a thing anymore. Ooh, even to get like a lift like that, what a difference that would make. That'd take like 10 years off, don't you think? Getting like a lift here and a lift here. Oh, yeah, look at that. And then getting the melasma taken care of. Look, at least I'm honest, okay? I don't want to hear, oh God, Julie, don't be like that. Julie, don't be one of those. Julie. Let Julie be Julie, okay? Julie's real. Julie's a real life person. I don't use filters and very little makeup. None right now, obviously, and very seldom do I wear makeup. So just give me a break. You get the real this, real honest this. Absolutely no filters. I do not believe in filters, other than like scenic pictures. I might like saturate the sky, and definitely with my spooky pictures, I do all kinds of saturating and color adjustments. But as far as like the me that I present to you, that's me. That's real me. Sometimes I do entertain the idea of a little Botox up here and some liftage. You know, just a little. Just a little, nothing drastic. I'll probably never get my boobs put back to where they belong. That's a little much to me. I used to think, oh yeah, I'll definitely do that. Nah, maybe not. Who knows? Who can say? Because 10 years ago, I would never have even entertained the idea of getting work done on my face. I never would have entertained that. But she was younger. She was naive. She had no idea what the world held in store for her. So we can forgive her that. But anyway, I've got projects to finish and videos to film and edit and all kinds of stuff coming up. All kinds of stuff going on this weekend. So I had better let you guys go. Yeah, I've been Julie. This has been my journal. I do wish you a wonderful, fabulous day. And I wish you healing and recovery. And I wish you hope in the face of long, seemingly never-ending recoveries. Hang in there. Please hang in there. It just might get better. I'm not going to make you any promises, but if you don't stick around and keep going, then you'll never know. So, all right. Bye-bye.